Okay, so I've always wanted to do a lot of things in life, and one of them is to host this show alone. As you can see, I've kicked Andre and Mazina off, and I'm now the only host for this show. Welcome to Ebuka's Corner. Okay, that didn't come out very well. Well, you're welcome to the show. Today we're going to be talking bucket list. I'm sure some of you have them. Some of you might not. I hear people think sometimes you have to be old to have one. We're going to dissect all of that and more on today's episode. Please stay with us.
Bucket list is a list of things you'd like to do before you kick the bucket, I die.
It's those things I want to do before I go and meet God, but I still hope He'll forgive me for doing.
I think bucket list is basically a list of goals that you want to achieve before you die. I mean, I know a couple of friends, some of them on this show, whose bucket list is to sleep with Zainab Balogun.
Should everybody have a bucket list? I think that if it can enrich your life in any way, it can make you happier in those last dying moments or dying days, then yeah, why not? I think a bucket list will be fun.
I think you should have a couple of things that you should want to try out before you actually die.
Not everyone likes to remember the fact that one day they're going to die.
I mean, I don't want to die knowing that there's a couple of things that I should have done that I didn't do, especially things that are like considered dangerous or extreme.
I think in terms of giving yourself something to do apart from your career goals, you know, we have our life goals. Your bucket list is kind of like the anti-goal list. It's those things that are not really goals, but you want to do. And it gives you a happier feeling towards the end. So I think everybody should have one.
I mean, I think that in everything, we have to find a little bit of balance. I think some of your bucket list goals should be a little bit reckless, but I think also on the bucket list, you should do a lot of serious things. Things could help other people, you know, a little bit of humanitarianism. It never really hurts anything.
So it's just basically a number of things that you want to achieve before you die, things that you write down, things you feel like they are very huge for you. I'm not saying Zainab is huge, like you can actually sweep out of a fit, but yeah, you get what I mean.
Two things that would be on my bucket list if I was to make one.
Geisha. On my bucket list. She appears more than once, actually.
I don't know if being filthy rich is something to be on a bucket list, but yeah, I'd love to be filthy rich.
I want to bungee jump.
Owning a strip club.
I want to climb the Great Wall of China.
Becoming a football coach.
I want to swim with sharks.
I definitely want to skydive.
Another thing is I think I need to complete my bodysuit tattoo-wise. Yeah, I think that's on my bucket list.
I want to do the butterfly. That's this stroke in every ocean in the world and every sea. I've done it in the Atlantic, I've done it in the Indian Ocean, and I've done it in the Persian Gulf.
The weirdest thing that would be on my bucket list, I might try some very, very exotic foods.
Owning a strip club.
No dog, no cat.
A male strip club.
It's probably not going to happen anyway, but I want to smash Jennifer Lopez so bad.
I want to act German porn.
When you just move into an apartment and you put in all your stuff, and that's that one thing you're not sure where to put it, let's just put it here. So let's just hang it. Jennifer Lopez. Have you seen Jennifer Lopez?
If you want to be honest, when you were a young guy, the first porn you stole was all those German and Eastern European porn. And I always wanted to act German porn. So that's the weirdest thing on my list. I want to act German porn.
Welcome back. That wasn't very interesting or inspiring, but thank you guys.
Why do you do
Shame
that?
on you guys.
Stop.
But,
See,
next
season there won't be any guys on
Did you
the
not
show.
see it?
There won't be any guys on the show next season.
Anyway,
let them do it by themselves. I'm not doing it again. They like yabbing too much. I like yabbing one of them a lot.
We'll
but-
find other people.
See, you are not important.
Anyway, back to the topic of the day. And one thing I said at the beginning, most people always think having a bucket list. Because I remember actually tweeting once. I can't remember what it was I tweeted about, and I said, oh, that's on my bucket list. And someone replied, are you dying or something like that? Because they figured, people
Bucket
think
list,
you have to
kick
have
the
your
bucket.
bucket list. Yeah. When you're old or you're not starting to try to achieve those things before you die.
But that's also a horrible way to look at it, though.
Yeah.
Terrible way to look
There
at
was this amazing show that used to be on MTV back in the day. And it was one of my favorite shows ever. It was actually called The Bucket List. And it was these 4 guys who were like in their tweens, right? That's what it's called, right? Your early 20s, your 20s, whatever.
You guys are killing me with these words.
Every episode was about them kicking something off their bucket list.
Okay.
And it was beautiful. There was an episode where they went streaking at a football game, you know, random things like that. and it would be like a challenge. If they got arrested a few times,
They would.
And these were people who were like 21, 22. So
Yeah,
I
you
guess
can go
that
streaking
completely,
at 21,
no, my point
22.
is that debunks the old age thing. Is what
I
I'm
think
trying to say.
even if you have to wait until you're old to achieve everything on your bucket list, that kind of like limits
That
what
debates
you
exactly.
can do.
Yeah.
Because you're going to be bent over and like, I'm going to go
Because
now.
physical agility is
I'm
also
going to
a
climb
factor.
Kilimanjaro now. You
Let's
know.
go climb. Where is my walker?
What was that, honey? I can hear you.
You're horrible.
So what are some of the things on your bucket list, either that you've achieved or you want to achieve? Let's say one or two.
My old bucket list will not be discussed.
No.
Shut up. My current bucket list, though, one of the things I want to do is, might sound weird, right? But you see the movie John Wick, right? There's this training scenario that Keanu Reeves had where he went through, I think it was a 300 target course with a shotgun, an assault rifle, and 2 pistols. And he had a timer set, and he had to hit every single target. I want to do that.
You want to kill people?
But they're not real targets, they're just wooden cutouts. What's wrong with you guys? I'd like to see if I could actually do that. That's one of the things in my bucket list. The other one is to go scuba diving with my daughters.
Oh.
That's so nice, but...
What is wrong with both of
It's
you?
really for the girls watching.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
so
Wait.
That was
So
season
sweet.
1.
Wait,
It's all
single
right,
dad
your
here.
time is done.
This is not about you women.
What about you?
I would like to, since I saw the movie Everest, that went on my bucket list. I would like to at least, maybe not summit, but at least do half.
Of Everest, or
Everest.
any mountain?
No, Everest in particular. Because there's so much that goes with the entire experience. You have to take out an entire month. You have to acclimatize each stage and everything like
But
that.
most
With the new
importantly,
culture and everything.
not die.
You want to try Kilimanjaro first?
Kilimanjaro is achievable. That I can do.
Mazino,
Have you done it?
No, I
Mazino,
haven't. I want to
Mazino,
go
when
right
was
to
the
the
last time you worked up a sweat?
like this morning getting here.
I don't think riding counts. I don't think so.
The other thing I would like to do is max out a Ducati on the Autobahn. That would be fantastic.
That would be mind blowing.
I mean, imagine doing 300
Oh yeah.
bare elements.
You can do it on
a
a
bike. No, you can't do it
Kaduna
anywhere.
Africa
Don't
Road.
try it in Nigeria. Don't try it in Nigeria.
You
But
can do it there. It's
it would
very
be
wide, and there's a
so
part of the road.
visceral.
What's on your bucket list?
What's on my bucket list? A couple of things. Like the one I mentioned.
No.
about
Let's go with done and to do.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The one I mentioned about visiting every state.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on my bucket list. I've been to 33 states in Nigeria. I have 3 to go.
Okay.
I haven't been to Bayelsa, which is weird. And Kebbi.
I was gonna say something, but I pass through Bayelsa every couple of
Zamfara.
weeks and they'll kill me.
Yeah, I haven't been to 3 states. I also want to visit every continent. I haven't done South America yet. Hopefully I can do
You
that.
haven't done South America.
America. Then I actually want to watch.
Look at these two.
I want to watch a World Cup final.
Live?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I hear it's crazy expensive.
Yeah.
So one day we'll have the money to buy that ticket. I don't think it's going to happen in Russia next year because the money is not complete. But yeah, stuff like that. Mine
Those are
is
achievable.
very travel based.
Yeah, exactly.
Most of my bucket list things
It's
are very
not
travel. I'm not a
absolutely
huge jumping off plane kind of guy. So.
Hey, don't knock it till you try.
But let's find out what the ladies think about the topic. If hopefully they're not too sex related.
Oh, this call.
A bucket list is a list of things that you want to do before you die. So mostly fun stuff.
Reference, bucket list. Played a movie that has Morgan Freeman and what's that other guy? Morgan Freeman is in it though, so if you don't know what that means, just watch that movie. But yeah, anything you want to do before you die.
It's like a to-do list for your life. So it's like the things that you would like to do adventure-wise, travel-wise, you know, like major things that are not necessarily your life's goals, but they're supposed to be things that you're very interested in doing eventually.
I don't have a bucket list, funnily, but there's some things that I know that if I did have a bucket list, they would be on the list. But I don't have a bucket list.
Ooh, yes, I have a bucket list.
I did, but I think I've done everything. So I feel like I need to do write like a fresh list, obviously.
The bucket list is not active, so I forget that I have one once in a while.
I think everyone should have a bucket list because you kind of have to have a list of fun stuff. Like, life is short. Like, just have like a list of things that you absolutely want to do.
Yes, everyone should have a bucket list. I mean, What are you waiting for? You need to have a list of things you're going to do before you die.
I don't think everybody needs a bucket list. I mean, you can just be doing things as you're living. You don't need to have a bucket list. Just live your life and do that. But some people need it. I mean, it's not necessary for everybody. I don't have a bucket list and I'm alive. And I think if I die tomorrow, I would have lived my life, you know. So it's not for everybody, but...
For me, it's recklessness on paper.
No, I don't think a bucket list is a reckless list. Like, a bucket list is well thought out.
I mean, it could be a mixture of both.
It's like, I want to visit the Great Wall of China before I die. That's on my bucket list, right? And then, oh, I want to kiss 10 strange boys in one meeting. That's also on my bucket list. So, you know, they could be goals, they could be ridiculous. It's just a list.
For some people, it's very, it's very serious. I have a friend who has bucket lists for different things. Like, she has a list that she made for her hairdos. So she follows it judiciously from January to December.
If I did have a bucket list, one thing that would be on it would be skydiving, I think. Yes, I'm going to summon up all the courage to go skydiving.
For me, it's travel. I mean, I travel a lot now, but there's so many countries on my list that I need to take, and one of it is Bali. Like, I need to go to Thailand so bad. Like, I love the people, I love the culture. That's one thing on my bucket list.
I love the idea of, you know, just being like a bird in the sky, flying and such. So that's one of the things that I intend to do that I have not done. And the second one is to go to Jamaica and party like an animal, like an animal. Looking forward to it so much.
I always wanted to travel, like travel extensively, and I kind of did that already in the past 2 years. I also wanted to open a store as well, so that's been on my list since I was like in SS1 or something, and I did as well, so yeah.
I have a friend who has a bucket list specifically for traveling. So she's like, in 2 years, I'm gonna go to such and such place. I'm gonna go to this and this place, you know? So there are people that take it very seriously, and there are people like me.
Welcome back. I think on Andre's bucket list is one day be able to put
I just spotted a damn ball. I'm well on my way to doing it. Well on my way.
Sometime 2020, 2021.
It's a joke. It's a joke out there. Everybody thinks you can't play jack ditch.
Even the viewers know.
I'm not good with balls. Yeah. Yeah.
Speaking on that topic.
Moving on.
Since you led us into that, let's talk about some of your sex-related bucket list issues. Give me one that you've done and want to do. What are you? Why are you suddenly fixing your chair?
I was honest.
Make it quick. We don't have time.
Okay. Have done? No. Like I said, we're not going to talk about my have dones. No, we're not.
The viewers just change the channel. Don't let them change it. But say something.
Look at these guys. Okay, have dones.
Andre.
Okay, I've wanted very much to meet a certain kind of person. You know what? I'm not telling you guys about this. Mazino
to have sex with little people.
Wait, what? You.
That's you, I'm saying.
The mechanics of that are just wrong.
Oh, you'd be surprised how many people have that.
Don't knock it until you try it.
I will knock it. This is me knocking it right now. This is me knocking it right now.
Okay, what would you want to do?
What would I want to do? I'd like to join the Mile High Club on a private jet.
Oh, can you imagine?
That's a good one. I think that was actually going to be mine as well.
Proper, yeah.
It is? You want to?
I don't know if it's even on a private jet. I just want to join the club.
No, I'm on the club already.
In business class. With someone watching us.
Is that how you're supposed
my
to
wife.
do that?
I was not going to put you in that box.
I'm like, this
You're already
is my
going to say it.
What do you want to do about it?
You know.
Go and marry if he's penny.
Personally, yeah.
He just remember that he hasn't told his wife this story. She'd be like, wait, when?
No.
Mazino's wife just...
I don't have
She just put the coverlet out on the couch again. This is where you sleep in this night.
I've really never had any cause to have
Mazino, I'm sitting right here.
No, sexually related.
And I've known you for a while.
Me neither, actually.
No,
Besides this one I just said, the minor
okay.
club thing, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't.
I'd like to do that.
I'm honestly just thinking about it for the first
You're stuttering.
time.
Okay, while you're thinking,
So
give us
you're
a
like-
quick do or don't.
Or do's and don't when it comes to bucket lists. Don't wait till you're old, and do's, make them achievable ones. You know, something that you'd actually enjoy.
And you can
trying
actually
to-
work at.
Yes, exactly.
Don't say I want to be president of America, but you don't have an American passport. Like,
Perhaps.
let's be clear. What about you?
Do's and don'ts. Do make your bucket list challenging. Because the truth is, like Mazzino said, we tend to settle into everyday activity and get very used to the track that we're on. Make it challenging so that it makes you rise out of your comfort zone a little bit. Don't make your bucket list about other people, because that just, you're setting yourself up for failure and disappointment. Don't do
Because
that.
nobody was going to wait for you.
Yeah, no one is going to wait for you.
Yeah.
Do you?
Great stuff.
Do you?
I think my don'ts would just be, don't do things that will kill you, really. Because
Because then you can't check off
you
the other
push the
stuff.
limit,
on
you
the
push the
list.
limit. I mean, we watched the video earlier of this girl twerking.
No, I don't want to.
She twerked- she twerked
I don't want to
herself to
take up. Don't.
She literally snapped her neck.
Oh, I don't want to think about this.
Don't say, oh, I'm going to twerk upside down.
Oh,
You're not
the
dying.
video?
Are you interested in seeing that?
No, I'm
you don't.
So please do things that are going to keep you alive.
You will not be
Let's
better for
clear
seeing
on
that video.
On that note,
It's on YouTube.
it's been a great show. Please share with us on Twitter some things on your bucket list, and let's go through them with you, all right? Thanks for joining us today. See you next time. Adios.
Dream big. So, I mean, even if you don't see it in the near future, believe that you should be able to put it down if it's an intention you have in your head.
Do make sure that your bucket list is realistic.
Don't pressure yourself into doing something that is going to kill you and end your life just because it's a bucket list.
Just make sure you put things that are achievable. Like, in as much as you want to put like the big things in there or the big dreams, there's some things that you know that you really cannot achieve. So try and put things that are achievable.
Every year, try and kick something off your bucket list and add something as well, because the more you grow, the more experiences like you have that leads to you wanting to experience more things. If that makes sense.
Don't say you will start when you're old or when you're retired. I'm not wishing you bad, but we don't know where we're going to go. We don't know when our time is up. So start your bucket list today.